So I went over to the nurse's station and asked the nurse about the young boy. She said, well, he went home. Well, naturally, my thought was he died. I said, what? She said, yes, about 3:30 in the morning, he woke up, was talking to his family and things, and seemed to be in pretty good shape. So we figured that was about the end of it, because a lot of times people will get better before they die. And said that around 7 the doctor come in to check on him and asked him how he was doing, and he says he was doing fine. And the doctor proceeded to check him out some and felt of his places it was injured, asked him if there was any pain. He told him no. And so the doctor proceeded then to have some x-rays done, different tests done. And when the results come back, he was shocked. There was not a broken bone in that boy. There were scars of the break, but no breaks. The spleen was perfect. The lung was perfect. They found absolutely nothing wrong with the boy. At 8 o'clock that morning, they sent him home. Now, this doctor was an atheist. And from my understanding, and I think he's out of the area now, but from my understanding, he commenced praying for his patients when they come into that hospital. Now, you explain to me what happened. You tell me how science, evolution, or anything of this nature had any part to do with what occurred to that boy. Now, this is not the only situation I have seen in my past. I have been in the homes, well, one atheist man that I know, he was an alcoholic. He would not believe in God, would have nothing to do with God. He cursed constantly, but when he was dying, he called out for God. He asked God to help him. On and on. Whether God heard this man or not in the very end, I don't know. But I know as an atheist, a non-believer, he called out to God. I know another situation where a man was dying. His family was holding on to his hands, and he was screaming out to him constantly, please pull me out of this flame. I'm burning up. Explain these things to me if you can. I sure would like to understand them better. I myself went through what I call a near-life experience. In 1997, I had a heart attack and had to have bypass surgery. I died on them 3 or 4 times. One time, the last time, I was dead for over 15 minutes. I was logged in that hospital as a miracle man. Now, there was things that transpired during that time that I'm not going to go into detail. But I spent 3 months in a recliner, recovering, looking out my door, and trying to disprove everything that I experienced, and there was no way of doing it. I know what I experienced. I know what it was all about. I know the reason for it and everything. Now, granted, again, a lot of you people are just going to throw us away as a bunch of hogwash. That's fine. I cannot convert you, and I'm not going to try to convert you, I'm only going to share what God's Word says. What people does with it is their free choice. But let me assure each and every one of you that's watching this, and if any of you or some of those that watched the previous video, I want you to please understand that that video was not intended to knock or go against any atheist or unbelievers' ways. The primary function of that video was to show the Christian people that they were wrong in not standing up and fighting for what they believe in the way the atheist people do with their beliefs. There is no wonder that there is so many people in this world that won't believe in God or have anything to do with God for the simple factor that they don't see no proof in it. As I shared in that video, from my understanding, most atheists or unbelievers base their thoughts on the facts of, if you can't see it, taste it, feel it, then it don't exist. So now how in the world are people like this going to have any kind of proof that there is a God if God's people will not stand up and witness for Him the way they're supposed to? Now if you've got God in your life, if you're really a Christian person, and you stand up and you proclaim God the way you're supposed to, you live your life the way you're supposed to, then maybe these people will see something that is real and might just have a different view on life.